everyone, I'm Larissa with Camel City Counseling, and today I'd like to offer a short, really grounding yoga practice for you all. So we're going to start by just tuning into sensation and breath within the body. So you can come to a comfortable seated position in whatever way makes sense to you. You can sit like this or sit cross-legged, or even sit in a chair if you want. So you can have the hands on your lap or bring one hand to the chest and one to the belly, whatever you prefer. So you can close your eyes and begin to pay attention to your breathing. Notice the air flowing in and out of your nostrils. And begin to observe the details of this present moment. Sensation of the air against your skin, any sounds around you. The feeling of each part of the breath. Full inhales and full exhales. Just meeting yourself exactly where you are without trying to change your experience or have it look any certain way. Notice if there are any areas of tension within the body. And also notice where there might be more areas of openness and ease. You can invite in slower, deeper cycles of breath, making each inhale and each exhale a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. Checking in with your emotional state, any thoughts that are coming up in this moment. And if you find throughout this practice that your mind is beginning to wander, you're thinking about other things, just gently bring your awareness back to your breathing. Allow that to become like an anchor for you. Because the mind will wander and will start to think about things that are coming up in the future or something that happened in the past. Because that is the nature of the mind. So the practice is in just bringing it back again and again, coming back to sensation and deep, slow breaths. You can gently open the eyes and release the hands, and we'll come to seated where we have the feet out in front. So the soles of the feet are planted on the mat here. You can bring the feet kind of wide. And bring the hands to the shins. So we'll begin to connect that deep, slow breath with movement here. And as you inhale, shift the heart space forward. You can widen the knees apart. Exhale as you shift back, bringing the chin to the chest. So this can be a really small movement or a big movement. Just begin to connect that breath with movement. See how slowly you can possibly move here? So much of the time we're moving so quickly and thinking about so many things all at once. So allow this to become a practice in just really moving slowly and with a lot of grace. And then we'll come back to center. You can bring the hands behind you so the fingers are pointing back. Feet come about mat width apart. And just begin to windshield wiper the knees from one side to the other. Bringing some movement into the hips here. You can pause anywhere that feels particularly good. Again, you're continuing to connect your breath with each movement. And then we'll come back to center and find your way all the way down onto your back. You can draw the knees into the chest and begin to rock side to side, massaging out the low back. You can even make circles in one direction and then in the other direction. And then bring the soles of the feet down. We'll bring the arms out to a T here. Press into the feet and lift the hips away just a little bit and shift the hips over to the left just about an inch or so. And then we'll allow both knees to fall over to your right, just wherever they fall. So you can keep the gaze up towards the ceiling, or if it feels okay in your neck, and move really slowly here, but if it feels okay for you, you can shift the gaze over that opposite shoulder. And you can close the eyes here if that feels good for you. And breathe into the belly here. Just bring all of your awareness to that rise and fall of the belly with each in-breath and with each out-breath. Notice all of the points where your body is touching the mat or the floor beneath you. And with every exhale, allow yourself to become heavy, just letting go of effort, kind of sinking down. And we'll slowly shift the knees back in. You can even out the hips here. And widen the feet apart on the mat and allow the knees to fall in towards each other. And just take a moment here to pause before we go into the other side. Feeling the breath and the energy of the breath moving throughout your body. And then from here, we'll bring the feet about hip width apart again. Press into the soles of the feet as you lift the hips up just slightly. Shift the hips over to your right, just about an inch or so. And then allow both knees to fall to the left. Don't worry about the knees being stacked or anything here, just kind of wherever they fall, taking this really gently. So you have the option to keep the gaze up towards the ceiling, keeping the neck neutral, or if it feels okay for you, you can gently bring the gaze over that right shoulder. And come back into that slow, steady breath here. Again, noticing all of the points where your body is touching the mat or the floor beneath you. Beginning to let go of effort here. Breathing deeply in this shape. Feeling that sensation in the belly. That slow expansion and contraction within every cycle of breath. And then slowly shift the knees back towards center. You can even out the hips. Pause here for a moment. You can bring the knees together again. Taking a full deep cycle of breath, so breathing in through the nose. And then letting it out with a sigh out through the mouth. We'll slowly draw the knees into the chest here. Again, you can gently rock side to side. And then you can draw one knee in towards the chest and extend that opposite leg so that foot comes up towards the ceiling, and just circle the ankle in one direction and then in the other direction. And then we'll switch sides, drawing that other knee in, circling that ankle. And then reverse the direction. And then we'll draw the knees in Squeezing everything in one last time. So from here we'll shift into Shavasana, our final relaxation. So you have some options here. You can bring the feet wide on the mat and allow the knees to fall in towards each other. So that can be really nice, especially if you have any tension in the low back. You can also extend the legs out completely. So, just bringing the legs out long on the mat. Allow the feet to fall open naturally. You can bring hands out to either side or place the hands on the chest and on the belly. Another really great option here is to put the legs up the wall. So if you are near a wall and want to just shift up close to the wall and then extend the legs up, you can go there. Or you can use a couch or bed, and another option is to put the legs up the couch. So you're just shifting like here and then lying down like this. So take whatever variation feels good to you right now. Another option here, just as you're kind of getting set up and settled in, is if you have a blanket nearby, you can fold it up and place it over the pelvis here. So that can be a really nice grounding thing to just kind of have some extra weight there. Kind of gently reminding you to relax and settle in. So once you're comfortable, close the eyes if they're not closed already. You can allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth, gently releasing tension in the jaw and in the face. And for just a moment, bring the palms of the hands together and rub the hands together to create some warmth. And then place the heels of the hands over the eyes. Really turning your focus inward. Take a few deep cycles of breath here. And then as you're ready, you can slowly begin to bring the fingers down and massage the forehead, the brow, the temples. Take your time moving down the sides of the face, massaging out the jaw, the neck, pausing anywhere that feels like it needs some extra attention. And gently massage out the shoulders a little bit. So really take your time with this. And then as you're ready, settle into your Shavasana. Allow the body to become heavy, allowing any tension to melt away. You can visualize the breath as a soft light at your center. With every natural inhale, this light expands out, radiating out in all directions. And with every natural exhale, it gently turns back in towards center once again. Allowing yourself to relax completely. Feeling this energy flow of the breath. We'll begin to slowly bring movement back in to the fingers and the toes. If you'd like to pause the video and take a longer Shavasana, you can do that as well. Encircle the wrists and the ankles as you're ready. And stretch the arms overhead as if you've just woken up from a deep sleep. Draw the knees into the chest. And then as you're ready, roll over onto one side using the arm as a pillow. Keeping the eyes closed. And take a moment to connect to a sense of gratitude, bringing something to mind that you're feeling grateful for in this moment. Maybe thanking your body for everything that it does for you every day. And then as you're ready, slowly begin to press up to seated, keeping the eyes closed. Coming back to a comfortable seated position. Coming full circle to where we began this practice. You can bring your hands together to your heart center, just gently pressing the hands in towards each other. Again, connecting with that soft light at your center. Observing sensation within your body here. The light within me honors and recognizes the light within each of you. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. As you're ready, you can slowly open the eyes once again. So I really appreciate all of you practicing with me, and keep an eye out for more videos like this. We are going to be putting out more resources soon. Hope everyone has a wonderful day.